Yeah, continuing on, I had got a call, but the brother there actually posted this scripture I want to go into, Proverbs 12:10. A righteous man regardeth the life of his beasts, but the tender mercies of the wicked are cruel. Yeah, and this is an example of the tender mercies of the wicked. See, in his heart of hearts and the devils that actually are alongside, because this isn't a one-man project. All right, let's get that straight. When these devils work, they work in a controlled environment of their own. Individual. That's why the New World Order it's a family. All right, you have the international bankers, and they're all on a cohesive front to do what? Take over the world. World domination, putting their foots on the necks of the common man that actually has remorse for human life. See, this devil is a virus, but he looks at us like the virus. He's all about killing, stealing, destroying, pillaging. He's a true parasite, but he'll, look at everyone else as their, vermins and the lesser people on the earth. And that's why this devil has a track record of doing such. And you see how he attacks even the very connection of, things that's supposed to be here. Like when the Lord created the heavens and the earth, when he put animals here, all right, he said, let it, it was good. All right. So when he actually, throughout this 6,000 year time span, when he created the creatures, which the creatures are the creations of the Most High, it said that it was good. So this devil is destroying actual ecosystems, actually overturning the ways of life that's supposed to be already dead set, in his image, because he wants to be the Most High, but he wants to be the power on the left hand side. He that's why he works with artificial intelligence, not natural intelligence. Artificial goes into the root word artifice, which is a craft. That's why it speaks about that crafty counsel in Psalms the 83rd chapter, Psalms 83:3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones. Who are the hidden ones? The elect, the Israelites. All right. And they all about consulting. There's different movies that you could actually watch. When these different governments take down other governments, they already have roundtable discussions. All right. And they critically examine these nations. Like when the white men came to West Africa and the different parts of Africa where the Israelites were, he already sat down and thought about it, and he said that these people got to be subjected, put in, dominated over, and from that point all the way on, he still holds himself to that same standard. He hasn't let down off the sword, man. He's not dropping his guard. All right, he's not showing signs of retracting his claws. He's trying to sink them deeper into the world. And it says, they have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. Yeah, they want to cut off the actual nation of Israel, so that we're not even a people that could even be spoken of. All right, they're looking to break Israel down. All right, that's why when you actually go into the history of this devil, when he started to go throughout these different lands, what was he doing? Trying to recreate the identity of the Israelites. All right, he took the natural heritage that the actual tribes were actually identified with, their customs and things of that nature, and he took it and perverted it. He put Jake in the public fool system, and fed us textbooks of lies. All right, hardback covers of disinformation. The scriptures speak about science falsely so called. Yeah, so when this devil put out certain curriculums, it was to put himself as the people, like when you answer a question back in school, you have, who discovered America. If you put the Native Americans over Christopher Columbus, you get that question wrong, and that could be a question to actually determine where you pass pass the actual class or not, man. You know, you failed the class, now you getting held back. They think you are underdeveloped or a little retarded because you don't understand who discovered America. That's the MO of this man. But it says the tabernacles of Edom, which the tabernacles are tents, the tent house of Edom, and the Ishmaelites of Moab and Hagarenes, Gabal and Ammon, and Amalek, the Philistines with the inhabitants of Tyre. Assur also have joined with them. They have Hopen, the children of Lot, Selah. So these different nations worked at a cohesive front to take us down, you know. And if you look at these things that these devils are doing, like they speak about the actual jab, where it came from, who's to say that and they actually had this, well, I'll just say that aside, but who's to say that these actual devils didn't come together and consult to actually create this virus to spread it throughout the face of the earth? We understand how this devil conspires, man. Just read the article of the Fauci Institute, you know, injecting cocaine in animals, which dogs specifically. And I'm pretty sure they did all kind of different things on different animals, you know. So how much more are they going to experiment on the people? They look at you like lab rats. They look at you like mice. Look at you like cattle. The lesser breed, sheeple. You see? So he's not going to, that's why he's known as what? The sword. This is, I'm going to get that. Because the Lord's, we should, you know, pray, of course, that the Lord, you know, to deliver us away from this devil. Because this is a cruel man. You know, he has used that axe and he has spread it throughout the face of the earth, you know, relentlessly. When Columbus actually came to the Americas, he said that he didn't put the axe down for a square second, man. But at the same time, he said that the natives were a beautiful people. So we understand that this devil is violent by nature. His track record shows. Psalm 17 and 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him. Cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Yeah, so this devil is the sword. All right, going back to Cain in the garden. He was the first one to take up arms, and he took it against his righteous brother. All right, Abel was also known as righteous Abel, you know, because he did the right thing. He gave a righteous sacrifice, and Cain, through the spirit of envy, you know, and you know, that's why Esau is known as what? The accuser of our brother. And through that vehement hatred and that jealousy, he took up arms to kill his brother and put him underneath. So how much more the nation of Edom? All right, that's why the scriptures speak about the nation of Edom and the nation of Jacob. All right, 2 Ezra 6 and 9. But it's going to be that particular peculiar nation that the Most High is raising up, starting up right now. You know, the tabernacle of David, which is the Israelites' house. You know, which is 12 tribes, all in cohesion, going against, like it's written in the book of also Zechariah. If I'm not mistaken, it was Zephaniah, thy sons, O Greece. But it says, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Yeah, so we want this devil to actually, you know, fall by the traps that he set upon the face of the whole world. Verse 14, from men which are thy hand, O Lord, from men of the world which have their portion in this life, in whose belly thou fillest with thy hid treasure. They are full of children, and lead the rest of their substance to their babes. Yep. So we know that to be the so-called white man. They have generational wealth. Psalms, the 73rd chapter, speaks about this man's you know, expansive pockets. His pockets run deep. All right, his pockets are like the fucking abyss, man. You know, and we got pockets with holes. You know, so he's the megalodon in this play, but the Most High deals with the underdogs. You know, that's why we're known as what? The worm. That worm Jacob is going to take out this man. And that's why even in verses up, it speaks about him being a lion. But that same, you know, lion, like Esau, is spiritually scarred, is going to fall to Jake. Thus saith the Lord, thus saith the Bible. So I'm going to end by giving all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, Shema, Shabbat, Shema, Kakodash. Darabana to the apostle and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom, Akim.